Catherine, I think, is severely underrated. If you're curious why, I could make a separate video for her, but S tier. Nash does big boy crit damage, and that's it. A tier. Samael supposedly does all this burn damage, but all I ever see him do is die, so D tier. Freya is just another meat shield that's good at taking space on the front line, so B tier. I think Jen is way better than people give him credit for. He would be a pretty good carry, B tier. Again, I think Young Tig is terrible. That's a big AoE ultimate, but it always misses, so D tier. Naza has a pretty cool ultimate, but she's not invincible while she channels it, and everything else is kind of meh, so in A tier. Saga is another one of those 1v1 bruisers, but he's sort of the lower tier of the bunch, C tier. Musashi is a really good carry in the beginning of the game, but falls off later, so B tier. Vivian is the fire version of Yumi. She does the same thing with buffing while invincible, but her buffs aren't as good, so S tier. Carol is complete doo-doo butter. She has no damage and her kit relies on 10% RNG, F tier. Natalie's good if she gets all the swords out, but it actually does take a minute to get them all out, so B tier. And yes, I still think Rio's one of the top tier bruisers in 1v1, S tier. Doris's Fury generation is just game-changing, S tier. Akira is just okay at 1v1, C tier. Zephyr is pretty cool with all of his tornadoes, but he sucks at 1v1, B tier. I think Kajiro's pretty bad. His ultimate is good for carrying you in the beginning of the game, but other than that, C tier. Matthew is kinda terrible. He's really slow and he doesn't do a lot of damage, D tier. And yet, Chiba does crazy AoE damage, but gets destroyed in 1v1, so I might bump her down to the A tier. And that covers the updated Legend of Fighter Dual Star tier list. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you left a like, feel free to join my Discord, but other than that, y'all, that's gonna do it for me today, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.